How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. This is Tanya Lee from Harmonia with special guest Renee Shellum from Cats, Crystals, and More. Renee was also one of my, she took one of my courses for the Tarot workshop that I had recently last year. And guys, just to let you know, it's back open. So it starts, the journey begins February 26th. It's limited only. So just a reminder, guys, if you're looking for an interactive class, a class to not only play within, but also get some structural meanings, understanding of how to use tarot, also your intuition, but most of all, it's about how to master the storyteller in you, mastering the storyteller in you. So it is definitely more of an interactive class. So I'm like I said, it's only like 12 is going to be my maximum on it, because as Renee can probably point out, we'll talk about a little bit later, you're going to be the performer in some sense, but it's also, this is highly respected. So the guidance that we have here, with spirit, it's to utilize that in a channeled way, so that it becomes part of you as too, and giving those messages to present. So I'm excited. I'm extremely excited for the workshop to begin. But Renee is here to join me on the weekly readings for the weekly energy that we have here. Thank you guys for all tuning in. A reminder that this is broadcast not just on YouTube, but on Facebook as well, and to my Facebook group, Harmonia Friends. For those of you who are in the group, some of you, hello, hi, Kelly. Hi, Vicky, Victoria, James. Some of you who are in the private group, Harmonia Friends, I cannot see you. It says Facebook user. Go over to the public page of Harmonia Tarot if you're on Facebook, and you'll be able to see the live one. This way I can see who you are, because I can't even point that out to you. So how we're going to do the weekly readings, how we're going to be doing the weekly readings this evening or this afternoon, or I think some of you are in evening and afternoon. I think we got it all. Some of you may be in the morning. I think we do have New Zealand here, so they may be in the morning here. So Renee, you were definitely a student, but you also have your store here, Cats, Crystal, and More. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I took your tarot class, tarot. Absolutely fabulous. I was definitely afraid of it going in, but all the other people were going, so I'm like, okay, I'll go, follow her. And oh my God, I have to tell you guys, it's absolutely fantastic. You learn so much, and you look at things in such a different way. In my journey, my intuitive journey, I have found that I'm totally passionate about crystals and everything to do with them. And of course, I've always been the crazy cat lady. So I thought, why not venture out a little bit? I have a public group, which is Cats, Crystals. I should have put an S on there, and More. The public group is where I do most of my sales. And then I have a private group that's the same name. The private group has this little guy on it. And that's where it's more, intimate, where we can talk and I can put up daily affirmations and things like that. So everybody's welcome.
That is awesome. And I just put in a link to you guys to her group, so you guys can easily get there if you are on Facebook. Okay. And just a reminder, guys, all the likes and the love help the algorithm of the channels. So thank you so much for all of that. And thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. So we're going to start off with the general collective oracle. Renee is going to get us started on there, and then I'm going to go weekly by the signs, right? And I'm going to be focusing on general, and Renee is going to be focusing on the category of love. So we're covering it all today.
Yes. Well, I'm going to start off. I'm using Oracle, the Mermaid Oracle cards, and let's see what we can come up with here for us as a collective. Okay, well, looks like we have some work on some fragility, something that maybe you've been working on for a period of time, but it's going to come to fruition, but there's still some work to be done. It might be some little challenging work. So keep that in mind. But you can just tell by just the look that it will come to fruition. And it's, in fact, the next card is divination, prophecy, fate, destiny, future, and fortune. So what you're working on currently may be financial. It may be in the love arena. It could just be working on yourself, doing some shadow work, and that's tough. But the hard work's paying off for sure. And then we have a sanctuary. So it may be time for you to take some private time for yourself. Okay, make sure that you are, well, guys, I'm an animal lover. So I always tell my foster people, I'm like, treat yourself when you're down, you're sick, you're just having a hard time. Treat yourself like you would an injured kitten. Okay, baby yourself. Allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to feel that you're worth it. So I think that, doing all that combined, I think that's going to really come through and really bring to fruition some things that you guys have been working on. But be gentle with yourself. It doesn't happen overnight.
That's such a strong message, is it, that it does not happen overnight. It's a really good reminder here. All right, we are going to start with Capricorn. I always start, guys, with the birthday range. We still got some Cappies here celebrating their birthdays. And for those of you who just celebrated, happy birthday. So we're going to start off with the generals of Capricorn. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascended masters as to what messages we have for our lovely Capricorns. All right, here we go. You have such strong cards here, Capricorn, because a lot of this has to do with the family dynamic here. We are starting off here with the 10 of Pentacles next to the Star, which is the Aquarius energy as well. Now, what I find here and what I'm really getting for, since this is just the weekly energy, is that there is some confusion in the home front. And I'm saying confusion because the Seven of Cups is here as well. Seven of Cups can make you feel a little bit overwhelming with options and choices to be made here. I feel like it has obviously to do with emotions because it's all this cup energy. But I feel for a lot of you Capricorns out there, this does involve a family situation. Whether it has to do with abundance of the house, or I just feel like it does with material items here. It almost feels the level that maybe you guys have been wanting or wishing to do some new renovations in the home or making big purchases. I feel like you may be confused with some options that you have in place here for those of you. But I think that it has to do with emotional, what brings you emotional fulfillment. Some of you are really concerned about where to put your money at, okay? I know it seems very financial, but that's really what I'm getting, is that a lot of it has to do is where you're putting your money at, and it has to do with the family dynamic. So I do not feel for some of you that you're making this decision on your own, okay? So those of you who are in a partnership of some sort, it's about having options, feeling a little confused, not sure which direction to go. Some of you also are looking in a new family unit within the work, okay? So for those work environment situations, again, you're going to have options. So there may be some confusion there, but you're not making those decisions on your own. All right, that's what I got for Capricorn in general. Renee, would you like to let us know what's going on to love before we move on to Aquarius?
Absolutely. Let's see what we have here. All right. Well, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. We have the Two of Cups upright and the Knight of Swords. So I will tell you that I am more of an intuitive reader. So I am not as quick on the draw as Tanya is, of course. But with the Knight of Swords, we're looking at you may be dealing with some type of fast-talking person. You might be having some really abrupt communication that you were maybe trying to avoid or could be coming up. And possibly a lifestyle change. I know Tanya just said, renovations of the home. But I'm thinking that in some of your relationships, it might be time to kind of call some things on the table. Okay. And that goes along with the Two of Cups, which has to do with partnership and connection and bonds and joining forces. So maybe it will be that you need to come to terms that have the talk, so that you can rebuild on that connection, and join forces together instead of kind of maybe, button heads. And then the last one is the Two of Wands, but it is in reverse. So this has to do with some plans might fall apart for you, even some travel plans perhaps. So think small, but don't be disappointed because, let's say you were planning to go to, I'm just going to guess here because I'm in the UP of Michigan. There's no place to go. Let's say I was going to go to Green Bay and the weather turns crappy and I can't go. There's a reason. And it could be that maybe I could have gotten myself in a situation where my car broke down or I was supposed to meet someone, a boyfriend, and they ended up getting COVID or something. So with this, I would just say that with whomever your loved one is, that it may be time for a talk. Don't rush things, and just put everything out there, in the cards and see how it goes.
Excellent. Thank you for that message. We're going to move on to Aquarius. We're going to move on to Aquarius next. Guys, don't forget, if that reading did not resonate for you, don't forget to look into your sun, moon, and Venus signs as well. And also there is a collective reading at the end, okay? Because we're reading for so many different people. So not every message is going to be meant for you, but just know that sometimes they are. And use your intuition. And just leave the rest. All right. So I already pulled cards for Aquarius while Renee, because we're trying to keep this moving. Aquarius, we're starting off here with the Ace of Swords. Some kind of truth is coming out here. This is all about communication. All right. Some of you, this has to do with formalizing. Okay. I feel like something is going to go in your favor. And I just didn't pull the last outcome card, but we'll get to that. So what we have here is the Queen of Pentacles right next to the Queen of Swords, okay? This does feel like, Aquarius, obviously the Queen of Swords is more of your energy with the air energy, so I'm feeling that more for you. But I feel like this has to do with an individual who is usually the nourishing one, or the one who's grounded and structurally there for you. In a work environment, this could be your boss, okay? But if not, it's someone of a partnership who sees you equally, okay? Here's the situation. This does feel like it has to do with some kind of outcome with either stability or money, or the relationship of how this is going to move forward, meaning this relationship. I feel like some of you might have even had a dispute with this individual. The Queen of Swords is somebody who wants nothing but the truth. It's just that simple. And I feel like it with the combined here with that Justice energy, it has to be like speaking your truth, having someone here mediate a situation. Some of you, this is like court, but not all of you. It just feel like something is happening where it's in regards to finances. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this is in regards to being fair, a fair commitment. But I feel like heavily with that Ace of Swords is something's coming into your victory or to your light. So if there is a situation where there is a dispute or something where you have to pull in a mediator, a middleman, know that it is in your favor just because of what you're communicating. All right. So that's what I got for Aquarius in general.
Yeah, interestingly enough.
What's going on?
What happened? So I've got the Seven of Cups. I have, these are my, I have to show you this. It's a weird cat tarot. Imagine that. So I have the Seven of Cups. I have the Seven of Pentacles, which is going along with what you said, reversed, and the Six of Wands reversed. So what this is leading to for me is that if we look at the Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, if my computer would work, we are looking at trying to do something or giving up too fast. So I don't know if you're in a relationship where you just, maybe not putting in the work that you should, or maybe the other person isn't, but somebody's giving up too fast. They're not being patient, or you're not being patient enough. when we look at the Seven of Cups, that has to do with also with having some, sorry, try again. Seven of Cups has to do with you have too many choices. Like, I don't, maybe you have like 7 boyfriends or 7 girlfriends and you're not sure which one, and you're having some commitment issues. And that's going to lead to, some of the difficulties that we're seeing with that 7 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Wands in reverse also has to do with success, lacking confidence. So in a relationship, it says to me that maybe your lack of confidence is what's not making the relationship be quite what you want it to be. You have to work for it if you feel that it's worthwhile for you. Be careful of someone who is confessing that they are committed, but they might not be. I would be just a little careful there. And that's what I have.
All right. We're going to move on to the sign of Pisces. Pisces. All right. Let's see what's going on generally for Pisces. Here we go. Well, I think this has to, I think you're utilizing your intuition in a big way here. Even though we're ending with the High Priestess here, I feel like you intuitively know you have someone here in your life with the Knight of Wands energy and the Page of Wands, okay? It could be a fire sign you're dealing here with Pisces, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody who's hot and cold, who's had false starts and false beginnings, okay? Because they're both reversed. It's an in and out energy. It's almost like, let's get started. Nah, let's not. Okay. Now, because this is general, and even though it does feel heavily like more of a love because it's relationship, but any relationships, right? I mean, this could even be family. I feel like there is some kind of connection or something happening at a level where someone is approaching you very quickly, this energy of this week. You have been intuitively knowing something is coming out because the High Priestess is the keeper of secrets, not necessarily with a lot of people kind of energy. And I feel like there is something that you intuitively know is coming towards you. Okay. And you know that this person is vindictive, does not own up. Their actions never line up. Okay. So let's see what some of the validation cards are here. Yeah, that person is definitely in a distance from you with the World card here, rewards, and the 7 of Pentacles, which is all about starting a new beginning. This individual is not someone you live with or is in that vicinity. It's someone who's in and out of your life. You may have even blocked this individual. With rewards is that's what they're coming for. Okay, so this major arcana, which is the last, is completion. I feel like this, for some of you out there, Pisces, this actually may be a test for you. Now, like I said, it doesn't always have to be love. This could also be someone vindictively coming in from your past for work and offering you another opportunity at work. So again, follow your gut, use that High Priestess energy. Okay. Use that High Priestess energy because you know what's coming. If this resonates with you, that is. All right. So let's move on to love for Pisces.
Well, ironically enough, it's very close to the same reading. Not ironically, it's not ironic. It's the cards.
What happened?
So we have the 2 of Cups reversed. Look at the little kitty's eyes like, holy crap. We have the 10 of Cups. Whoa. There we go, 10 of Cups. And then we have the 9 of Wands. And as Tanya was saying, I'm with the reverse and the 9 of Wands. I think we need to look at having some, my computer's so weird, having some paranoia, some defensiveness, some boundaries or poor boundaries. So if you have somebody coming in, which it looks like somebody's going to be kind of pushing your buttons, the 2 of Cups has to do with partnerships and connections and bonding and joining forces. But we also got the 10 of Cups, which has to do with family and love and support and emotional fulfillment. But with the 9 of Wands, and I feel like everything I'm saying is negative, but with the 9 of Wands, feel like maybe you haven't set your boundaries well enough, don't get walked on. Make sure that you are able to watch out for the something in the sheep's clothing. Keep your defenses up, but make sure that you are recognizing the family bonds and things that you have. But don't let yourself be fooled this week. And I did do also a confirmation card, and the confirmation card, which is from the Love Oracle cards, is self-indulgence. Okay, focus on yourself, self-worth. It's time to heal. So allow yourself to set those boundaries if you need to.
That was a strong message if we got a dual message. So for those of you who resonate, strong message for you. All right, we are going to move on now to the sign of Aries. Here we go.
And I would tell you, if I tried to shuffle the cards like Tanya did, I would have, 78 card pickup everywhere.
Flying everywhere. Yeah, I'm working on my new thing where I can have dual cameras where they can see the cards and my.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. All right, so Aries, here's a good thing. We got the 10 of Wands. We got the Devil energy, that Capricorn energy, next to the Hierophant. Okay, now these two were reversed. Let's talk about these reversals, because the 10 of Wands is usually carrying the burden. It is a completion, meaning this is the final burden. I keep hearing the final burden for you, Aries. What's the final burden about? I feel like whatever toxicities that are coming in your life here with that Capricorn Devil energy are addictive mindsets. For some of you, it is too much self-indulging. But I feel like it's about cleaning and purging this week, okay? Saying enough is enough. I need to take care of myself. That includes not just my nutrition, that includes relationships, that includes my mindset. I just feel like it's not just one thing or one item you guys are really focusing on this week. There's major knowledge here with the Taurus energy, with the Hierophant. Some of you have gotten that mediation, that a counseling coming in here, okay? I feel for many of you, it's also having that inner knowledge, realizing that, yes, we're the vessels. Yes, those messages that are coming through, we're the ones who be able to pull those messages out, but are we taking our own advice? Aries, this week, I feel strongly you are taking your own advice. I don't even want to do a validation on it. I feel it's strong enough on there, and I'll pull one, but I really do. I just feel like you're taking your own. Yeah, you can't. Look, you got another 10 completion here, okay? 10 of Swords. This is done. You're taking your own advice. You are leaning back here, okay? You're not on your own. There's two people here. So know for some of you, and that maybe the final message is, if you need to take a break, or that means secluding yourself from there, allow people to know, at least your loved ones or your family members, because they understand the need and care, okay, to help you create that space. So you're definitely not on your own there, Aries. What do we got for love?
Okay, for love, we have the Hermit. We have the 3 of Cups reversed. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. So when we look at the Hermit, that is guidance. Now, again, this could be relationship, or this could be tying into with Tanya's. But go within, and you need to start seeking some clarity in your journey, your personal journey. In order to have a successful love relationship, you have to love yourself. And then, which is, everybody's like, oh yeah. But you really do. You have to have, if not even love, you have to understand yourself and be okay with it. And so it's time to kind of start looking at yourself that way. We also have the 3 of Cups, which was in reverse, which says to be careful about gossiping or maybe partying a little too much. That comes with the self-care. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles, which was upright. And I feel like you may be feeling somewhat overwhelmed. I don't know if it's in the relationship. You feel like you're juggling, maybe it's home and love and life and work, and you have to work a little bit on your flexibility in these areas because you're kind of stretching your resources a little thin. And then there's not enough of you to go around. And I did do a confirmation card, which oh, that's cool. It's hearts with a key. Oops, wrong way. And I can't read that backward myself. So, and that says welcoming love, meeting the one. Open your heart and getting together perfectly. So, little work, little caution, just like we've kind of been saying in the past. But I think, love yourself first, make yourself first so that you're stable there, so that you can reach out and be in a successful relationship.
All right, excellent. We are going to move on to the sign of Taurus. And as a reminder, guys, there is a collective reading at the end. If any of these resonate for you, don't forget to look at your other signs for multiple messages, your sun, moon, and Venus. Did not mean to fly that out, but here it went, Taurus. We're already starting.
Got a jumper?
Whoa.
Holy Nikes.
All right. What is this, Taurus?
Holy.
All right, Taurus, here we are. We're starting off with the Eight of Pentacles. This is really heavily working on your craft, okay? This is usually a card about crafting. It's usually a card of being focused, being in that narrow-minded way of what can I observe and learn to bring me some kind of material item physically in my hands, right? This can be in any kind of shape or form, but it's reverse. So it's stating to me that you're feeling a little bit scatterbrains this week, okay? A lot of you have the, oh my God, I have too much shit in front of me, and allowing your ego, which is the Five of Swords here, Taurus, allowing your ego and those thoughts to overtake what's not possible. A lot of you have some decisions to make here this week, okay? Because there's so many options. It's about the opportunity to get to know yourself, but to really stay focused on the craft ahead. And they say craft. So whatever you're working on this week, that's what they're saying. You're feeling a little bit discombobulated, like it's not possible. I keep hearing there's not enough time. Well, Spirit says they hear you. They understand that you have options, but how is this emotionally fulfilling you? Okay, and with that validation, let's see, we're going to pull two more. We have the Knight of Wands energy and the Page of Swords, okay? That observation here. Be very wary and have that observation that the in and out energy could easily burn you. They're saying burn you because that Knight of Wands that's taking actions, but like stay in that mode of actions, okay? So watch what your mindset says to you this week. That's what I really feel strongly. Watch what your mindset says so you can stay focused here, Taurus. All right, what's going on in the love department?
Well, Taurus, this is going to be a challenging week. We have the Knight of Swords reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So what this is saying to me is you need to be aware that you're going to probably have some confrontation this week. And it sounds like the person who's going to be confronting you probably may have a tendency toward violent outbursts, whether, not necessarily physical, whether it's emotional or, but they're going to really, it's going to be tough. You're going to really need to work on protecting yourself because they're going to come up with some information or accuse you of something that's going to be pretty brutal and frustrating. The Ace of Swords says that, there's someone who's I feel that there might be some dishonesty going on and the communication's not good. So this is probably not a good time to jump into any decisions, long-term decisions. Kind of just, kind of keep yourself a little protected there. And also, let me check one thing here. Ace of Swords. Yep. And the Knight. And I did, Knights of Pentacles and Swords. Okay. Sorry, I read it wrong. And the person's going to be kind of insincere. It says they're kind of selfish and they're going to offer you something, but it's an empty offer. In fact, they might even be a little emotionally unstable. And I'm sorry that I'm, giving you this. It's not doom and gloom, but that's what I've got. And I did a confirmation card as well. And it's the dragonfly. It says, this is coming. So try to protect yourself, be lighthearted. You're going to find out some things coming up. Some things are going to come up that you're probably going to be a little hurtful. So be prepared and realize that it's not you. It sounds like this person has some issues that they really need to be working on. And I'll send you happy thoughts.
Send you happy. It's always hard. So Renee's very much like me, guys, in the aspect of we are no bullshit readers, meaning that if it's negative and has to come out, we tell you what is the messages are. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to resonate with them. Again, it's what you're using your intuition here. So don't force a reading to fit if it's not for you. Like I said, look at the other signs as well. Okay, we're going to move on to the sign of Gemini. Just saying hello. I do see your guys' comments here. Hello, James, Ellen, Kelly, Rachel, Pamela, Stephanie, Destiny, Johanna. Hello, Lori, Maria. So many people on, guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. We all love you here. All right, let's see what's going on for Gemini. What's going on for Gemini Spirit? Here we go. All right, in your head here a little bit, Gemini, here with the Two of Pentacles, all right? So trying to juggle a little too much on the physical side here, okay? And the reason I say you're in your head is because with the five, this is all Pentacles here. So this has to do with feeling the loss of something, because the Five of Pentacles is feeling the loss, okay? Something has physically been taken away, feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned here, okay? The Five of Pentacles was reversed. So for me, I already feel the energy of the Geminis who are going to associate to this are ones who already feel left out in the cold, who already are feeling the loss. What they're juggling is balance, trying to see what options that they have. What's happening, though, with this Nine of Swords energy for you, Gemini, is that it is keeping you up at night. There is some toxic thoughts in your head, that is making you feel like you can't sleep. I mean, who wants to sleep with all those swords underneath their back, right? Because they already feel that the Ten of Swords is coming. And what does the Ten of Swords usually represent? Well, with the most common deck, with the Rider-Waite, you have them all in your back, right? You're already thinking about how horrible things can go, rather than, I think you juggle between going, I'm going to get out of this loss, or I'm going to feel a little bit better about it. And then there's the insecurity of going, oh, I'm going to get betrayed again. I'm going to go through there. And that's keeping you up at night. So I feel this energy of you being kept up a lot with thoughts about a loss that you have had. And it's not I don't feel like it's a super recent loss. I think it's a fear of having that loss again. Yeah. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about moving away, something to a calmer water here. Okay. What you're moving away from are those thoughts. Okay. Because that's communication. That's at level. And I feel like this is more of an inner turmoil kind of thing. This isn't about another, it could have been someone that you felt lost and abandoned from, but it's really the stuff you're playing old stories in your head that you're moving away from. You're realizing that there's nothing I can do about that. Now it's time to see where I can move on, knowing that there was other options and choices to be made. All right. That's what I got for Gemini for their general. What's going on in love, Renee?
Okay. Well, we have Judgment in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And I really do shuffle these cards. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. So I'm wondering, partially with what you just said, Tanya, it's not love, but if some of the things that they may be looking back on with the Ace of Pentacles might have been something financial, and that person you might be stressing about money. And that's something, something happened in the past. I agree that's something that needs to let go. It doesn't really correlate to the love so much. But I was just wondering if maybe might be what you're worrying about. The Ten of Cups looks at, in reverse, family troubles. Maybe you're feeling a loss from empty nest syndrome, or people are going off to school. You're feeling maybe a little emotionally dissatisfied in your current relationship or in the family unit because there's changes going on. And then with Judgment in reverse, the Judgment in reverse has to look at, if I can find it. That don't play the victim, maybe. We try not to push blame. It's again, I think these are things that happened in the past. And although it's hard to forgive sometimes the past, you can't change it. So it's probably time to, figure out what you need to do to make some changes in order to make things successful for you. I did also pull and the card is Stabbed in the Back. And it has to do with heartbreak. And this is kind of explaining some pain or separation. And I don't know, I'm feeling in the love realm. I'm not feeling like relationship, romantic love. I'm feeling it in a family unit type situation. And I feel like it's almost like a mother-child feeling, that there's some separation or something. I hope that resonates.
All right. We are going to move on to the sign of Cancer. And guys, don't forget, we have a collective reading at the end as well. And thank you, Destiny. Thank you for being a new subscriber here on YouTube, and for my new Facebook subscribers as well. Thank you so much. For those who can look in the comment thing, all of Renee's information to her Facebook group is there as well. She does. I mean, you sell crystals, but I'm hoping you're going to be doing more readings on there too, right?
Yes.
It's going to be a little bit of a mix of it.
Yeah, I've been having troubles balancing, so yes, right. I need to be back into it. This will be my push.
Right.
Which is another thing, is Tanya is another reason why I'm doing crystals and this. She just said pretty much shit or get off the pot. I mean, sorry, bad mouth, but that's what you said.
It was a no bullshit reading for sure. Tammy, yes, we finished Taurus not too long ago. You can always hit the replay. Libra, we have not done yet. We're on Cancer now. We're in order. But like I said, check in your other signs. You can always replay it back or just play it after. Facebook doesn't let you replay until it's done broadcasting. YouTube, you can go back while it's live. All right, let's see what's going on for Cancer. Wow, Cancer. All right, let's start off here. I'm going to start positive. We got the Temperance energy here, okay? So this is the level here of Cancer, of being in that Sagittarius energy, of having patience and being balanced. You are being super tested. I feel, in general, with the idea that you have two aces here reversed, two aces, very powerful cards because they're the sport in any of the elements. The two that were reversed was the Ace of Swords next to the Ace of Wands. That victory, that needing of the truth, that being authentic area is missing from your life right now. Along with that new beginning of taking actions, having that new start is missing in your life right now. You are really seeing now that things are out of your control, that you have to have patience. And this test that's coming in here, I feel for many of you, this is a test of your patience, of staying balanced if things do not go in your favor. And I'm feeling something is not going in your favor right now or is coming up, okay? And it's not to be worried about it. It's just going to take a toll of being very patient and not react right away, I'm hearing. Please don't overreact. Take the time for a pause, I'm hearing. Yeah, because we have the Nine of Swords with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the home front. It's the security and the celebration. It's coming together. It's a unity here, okay? But there's actions towards that unity. So whether it's the home or a work environment, it's unity. So what's happening right now is there is no unity. And I think that you're seeing, where is my union? Where is my new location some of you may be looking for? Where is that new job that I've been looking for? But with the Nine of Swords here, being stuck in your head, having those, thoughts playing over and over again, keeping you wake up at night. I'm using the After Tarot here. You're fighting this because they're not sitting there holding their head. They got a sword here fighting it. And with the lizard energy, which is fire energy, it's fighting for that new chance, fighting for that start. There are many of you who are going to be balanced and feeling like you're putting up a fight. But no, what they're trying to tell you is to be patient first before you start defending it and go towards those actions that you need to do more easily once you take that time out and that break of being balanced. So that was a really strong message for Cancer today. All right, let's see what's going on in love.
All right, so we've got the Five of Cups. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is, again, kind of piggying back on what Tanya said. When we look at the Seven of Pentacles, we look at the patience. Okay. Planting seeds, like, think of spring, like you're wanting to get ready. You're wanting to get your flowers going. We always try to do it too soon. We need to have patience. Start planting the seeds when it's time, not trying to rush things, not trying to maybe overdo or push a relationship. I think too, with the reading that Tanya just gave you, is that you probably are a little bit low on patience right now because of the other outside life factors that you're dealing with. Don't try to force a relationship. The Four and Five of Cups look at some boredom or discontent, like disappointment, but not when I was disconnected, just kind of all over the place. And because you're having those patient issues in your regular life, you might be thinking, I'll just cling on to this love here and just push it, and I'll make them love me, and I know that they will. And it's not time. It's too soon for those seeds. I did a validation card, and it's called the Golden Mirror. Be careful of narcissists, and one-sided relationships. So start the seeds, but be gentle with them like you would indoors. Let them grow indoors until you get them strong.
Right. All right, we are going to move on to Leo. Where are our big cats in the house? How many Leos are in the house? Renee and I are big cat lovers. We love big cats. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on. Here we go. Well, I want to focus on the present energy, which is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is someone who is established, okay? It's earth energy here. So, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy here. But I'm feeling the level of this more you. than anything. Okay, this energy. This is someone who's a nurturing person. This is someone who can provide at very little cost because they can take care of themselves first, and then they can easily overflow and give it to others. They want to be that nurturing kind of fatherly energy that I'm feeling here. And it's the action energy of masculinity. Doesn't mean that this is just a masculine card, because we all have feminine and masculine energy. What I feel that the holdup here is a Six of Cups situation next to the Three of Wands. Both are reversed. So this is a soulmate or soul connection of some sort. It does involve a relationship. Now, this is general, so this could even be a child, okay? And it could be an adult child, all right? But I feel like you are no longer waiting, because there's something to do with this person's foundation or how they chose to live. And I keep hearing strongly how they chose to live. And it didn't necessarily something that you agreed upon. It actually caused a lot of fights, all right? It broke this connection because somebody felt like they were having to, I keep hearing having to be a parent. And some of you, this was an actual love connection, okay? But when you were a parent, if you are one, and this is something where you're not getting along with someone that have their own life, it's more in the level of, man, I wish they took my advice, but I have no control over it. I can't sit here and just hope and assume that they're going to take my advice, right? Now, that Three of Wands is really being in your head about it and going, okay, well, what actions are they taking? Because usually it's about setting this foundation up. It's having it there. You're patiently waiting to see what they're doing. I feel like you're patiently letting go of realizing that you don't have a say in another person's life. And whether they, this is a loved one or a family one or a connection, you're realizing that you can't just sit there and wait and hope that this person's going to make the decisions that are up to your expectations. And some of you are not going to like me right now. So I'm just saying it right now, but that's a strong message. Like, this person's not going to live up to your expectations. So can you live with that? Meaning that, can you let go of that? That can you still love this person in there? And I'm not saying if this person did something vile to you or anything, you should stay into it and love them. What I'm saying is, what can you personally live with? Because that person's never going to meet your expectations, ever. Period. Two of Pentacles energy. This is what this individual does. They go in and out. They constantly feel like you're juggling the situation, okay? Why? Because with the Nine of Wands, that's needing to put your boundaries up. That's realizing that, okay, this wasn't working out. Notice that there's two people again in this card. So somebody has their boundaries up, is a little wounded with an individual, but it's because of that reckless behavior, of something that you did not agree with. And that's okay. And that's okay. That's what I got for Leo. What's going on for Leo in love?
Well, I think we might be pulling in the same energy because it's pretty strong. I've got the Magician in reverse.
Oh, that's someone, yeah.
I've got the King of Swords in reverse. And I have the Four of Cups upright. So when we look at the Magician in reverse, I feel like, and it may be the same person, or it may be the same person that we're talking about, but there's some trickery and there's some wasted talent. And I think, in looking at this person, that you may feel some remorse is not a good word, but yet looking at this person and go, you could have done so much more. And this person has somewhat of a lack of drive and they manipulate you. Be careful. And I almost feel like there might be drugs involved. I'm getting that at an intuitive level, not so much from the tarot cards. But it feels that way to me. We have the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse has to do with a con man, somebody who's trying to con someone. They can do it by bribery and abuse. And abuse doesn't have to be physical or emotional. It can be a game. If you loved me, you would help me, and I've got no one else to turn to. And then we've got the Four of Cups that we look at. Again, this is got to do with apathy. This person doesn't, I hate to say this, but they don't care that they're doing this. I mean, maybe at a level with deep inside, but there's something that's making them be that way. And again, to me, it's coming out as a drug or alcohol issue. The confirmation card is a Oh, that's not the confirmation. This is the confirmation card. The runner. Running in a codependent relationship. Why can't I not get that? Fear of intimacy and listening to their ego. And, if you've ever known anybody with a drug or alcohol issue, they will do things that they would never have done in their nature. Be careful. And it's heartbreaking, but it's not.
Right. Just the hard facts.
Can I just turn up nice cards and say,
well, sometimes the energies just come through.
Lordy.
All right, we're moving on to Virgo. Don't forget, guys, if that wasn't your reading, just check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Don't forget those other signs for additional messages, and we always do a collective reading at the end as well. And for some reason, our names aren't coming up on the screens, but we have Renee, for those of you who just popping on right now, because I see we have some new ones coming on here. Renee here is from my Tarot workshop, the last one that I just had, and the doors are back open for the workshop. It begins February 26th. As always, it is a very small class, and when I say small, I'm talking about 12 people. So once it is booked, once it is filled, that's it. That's the dates for that. And then I'll do another batch. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I have some other mastermind programs that I'm working on. So, all right, let's get started here with Virgo. What's going on? Here we go. Something's coming running at you, Virgo. Look at this. You got the Chariot. All right. Cancer energy here. I just keep hearing you're taking the reins. All right. Taking the reins, trying to move forward. What are you moving forward? What are you pushing away from? Well, when you have the Four of Swords here, which is that need for rest, to understand that whole peace, rejuvenation, feeling that, I'm centered moment. This is reverse. It's not saying that you're not feeling that way. It's like, all right, yeah, I've done enough sitting around. I've done enough of being present. Now I got to take some more actions on being present. Like, what presently are my goals? And some of you, that's what it is. Okay. Getting out of that toxic with that Capricorn energy here, Virgo, toxic energy, toxic mindset I'm hearing, because this is reversed. So I feel for a lot of you, it's about going or taking on a new move. Some of you, it's because you've been sitting on your ass way too long. Okay. This can also go for love, guys. Okay. So for those of you who are saying, I really want to find love, I really want to do that, but you're sitting at home and you're like, I don't understand why haven't met anybody. And you're just like sitting, I don't know, watching true crime, eating some, bonbons, but whatever, manifesting. But how can you manifest something if you're not even taking actions, if you're not even doing something that's different? So I feel like there's a wake-up call for you this week. I mean, that's what it is. It's a wake-up call. Like, shit, I can't just sit here. I can't just sit here. So you are moving. I feel like some of you are taking oh man, you're going for it. Because with the 10 of Wands, which is that completion of not taking actions, having all overwhelmed, like I can't go anywhere. This is the after Tarot, guys. So the after Tarot is about dropping all those wands and holding on to one wand, which is what? Ace of Wands, which is what? A new beginning, a new start. But look at you like, I got to get up. I guess I got to move. Why? What are you moving towards? Your happiness. It's a Sun card. It's that Leo energy. This is what you're going to. I just feel for a lot of you, it's motivation week. So whatever you're starting new this week, it's about getting up. All you got to do is one action to get started. So that's what I got for Virgo, for the general. What's going on, love?
Well, and I this is a carrying over again. I've got the Chariot, but I have it reverse. I have the Seven of Cups. And then I have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So from this, when I'm looking at the Chariot in reverse, we are looking at, again, having to do with a lack of direction, maybe feeling like you're not in control. You feel like there's some obstacles, or you feel somewhat stagnant either in the relationship that you're in, but it won't just like, you can't just snap your fingers and it's gonna fix itself. You kind of have to do a little work to get it there. The Ace of Cups in reverse has to do with having some lack of compassion or lack of intimacy, maybe feeling a bit let down by someone, and that can cause some blocked intuition. It can also make you feel like giving up. But like Tanya just showed, with that ace, we've got the Seven of Cups. And it's almost, again, like we had this before, almost like you have too many choices. You feel like you've got too many irons in the fire and you don't know what to do. It's time to sit down and kind of categorize them, whether it's just write it down, journal it, pros, cons, why this person's good for me, why they're not. But be proactive. You can't just go, well, you're going to have to make a decision. And our confirmation card is the Grim Reaper. Oh my gosh. And the first thing it says is the relationship's over. It's time for a second chance. Okay. It's time to grow and transform your life. So really do some hard looking this week, Virgo. Just really think.
All right. Let's see what we got for Libra for their
Libra in the house.
Got a bunch of Libras in the house. Hello, Women's Things. Hello, Katrina. Still can't see some of you Facebook users who are on the group. On Facebook group, make sure you go to the public page, Harmonia Tarot, on Facebook, so that I can see your name, because I can't always see it. All right, let's see what's going on for Libra. Hello, Sandra. Or let me know who you are, Libra in the house on Facebook user. I don't know who you are. Say your name. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so Libra, there's a new beginning here. Something brand spanking new. And let's talk about this, though, because with the Five of Swords energy, I feel that you are dealing with someone who's extremely vindictive, okay, egotistical. And with this reversed, there's something where I feel that this person has not at one point was an option in your life, but it's not something where they're an option to be even a friend in your life at this point, okay? Libra, this individual, they don't care who they hurt, okay? It's all the idea of just winning at all costs, okay? This person is coming in a level, and I feel that you know this. They want to have a new start. This could come up as an apology, but I want to remind you they're the Five of Swords energy. So this apology is basically half-ass. They talk a good talk. But I think that you really realize that with the Two of Wands, making the ideas of the actions of really looking at this person's actions. Are they matching up to their words? I keep hearing, I'm not sure their words. I mean, they would have to show me a lot. Okay. Maybe, even though this person wants a new start or a new start with you, this could be a new start of boundaries for you, meaning that if this person does come back and you had to hold your boundaries, this is holding your boundaries again, Libra. So it may be a test for you this week. Others of you, this is what this individual is wanting to do, and those actions are coming in place, and you just kind of intuitively know it's coming. This person did make you an option. And again, like I said, it doesn't have to be love, but it was something where you were not picked. Okay. You were not made a priority that I'm hearing. Let's see what the validation is though. Yeah. This is Temperance and the Ten of Cups. Okay. This is all about what's emotionally fulfilling to you, what balance and patience that you have now. This is what this person stripped you from. So you have the option to allow this person to state that, because I feel like this person is coming in with an apology. But I can't say it's going to be authentic with that Five of Swords. What I know though for a fact, and I can feel this, is that the option that's going to come for you is you're going to be in your head about it of going, okay, well, their actions are probably, their words are not going to probably going to line up with their actions. Okay. Even though they may come off as that. So just know that this person knows that you're balanced, knows that you have a lot of love still for them. I would even say, Libra, it's unconditional. But this is the level of you being tested as well. So I just feel like you know what's coming, and it's like, well, I might even have to state my boundary again. I don't feel like you guys are going to accept that apology, but that's just what I feel for the general. What's in love?
Well, in love, we have actually some good news. We have the Chariot, which looks at maybe you're going to go on a journey, and I feel like it's going to be something you didn't expect to happen, and take action and take charge with it. It says moving or relocation, but I don't see that. I see as maybe a change of scenery. Maybe someone's going to surprise you with a trip, or let's say, let's go, out for dinner. Let's just do something that's not, normally in your repertoire of things to do. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and it's you get a new opportunity, and this new opportunity might come out of something that has happened in the past that's somewhat of a loss, or has been weighing heavily on you, that something new is going to come out of this. Something's going to recover. And we have the Ace of Cups straight up, and that has to do with compassion, intimacy, and love. So I feel like maybe there's going to be I'm hearing reunion, maybe coming together of someone who you haven't been together with for a while, but that you've always loved, and that it is going to turn things around for you a little bit. I feel like you've been going through some hard times. I don't feel it's the same person that Tanya was talking about. This person comes in with much more light energy. And your confirmation card is, again, it's the golden mirror. Be careful. Okay, now I think this is probably going to what Tanya was saying is be careful about the narcissist. Be careful about someone who's going to come in love bombing. Again, I don't feel that that's the same as what I read here, because this feels nice to me. This feels like, the past is the past. However, leopards don't change their spots.
And you know what's funny? While you were going through the reading, my mom was showing up in my head, and she kept saying two options, two of wands, and I went, oh, we are talking about the same reading. So I feel the extension that I was feeling, the additional messages after Renee was talking is that we have an old person and we have someone new here. So someone who's a little vindictive. So I think the options card is that Two of Wands, who you're going to take action with next. Because that was definitely sincere energy that I felt with two individuals. And for you to tie it in again with the mirror, I was like, yeah. So for those of you who really resonate of having those two options, it's coming. It's coming. All right, we're going to move on to Scorpio. Then we're going to have Sagittarius, and then the collective reading at the end. Yes, we're getting there. All right, any Scorpios in the house, or the Scorpions? Don't forget, guys, to look at your other signs as well. And if we missed your sign, it's because you have to do the replay. Notification. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, let's go, Scorpio. I think it's been a long haul for you, Scorpio, okay? Removing a lot of negative energy. We're getting this devil card like no tomorrow for all of the signs, okay? This Capricorn energy is here. But the good news is that for all of those signs, it's been reversed. So to me, it's getting out of those indulging moments, okay? The addictive behavior, whatever it is, okay? It could be your mindset, could be drugs, could be too much of something, right? Whatever it is, this is reversed. It has been quite some time, though, for you to get balanced in that energy. We have the Nine of Wands here, which is about setting boundaries. I feel, though, there is something that is threatening you or feeling like you have to have your boundaries up really strong this week. And it has to do with the Knight of Pentacles of you not wanting any more negative bullshit in your life. The Knight of Pentacles is about going towards something that you can physically and tangibly have in any kind of thing, okay? It could be a relationship, could be more money. Whatever it is, your boundaries are going to be up this week. Now, this could do with the fact that you had someone toxic in your life, okay? Or you have someone who, I want to say, and this is not going to resonate for all of you, who might also partake in some of your indulgences, your addictive behavior. So maybe you were trying to not drink too much, or maybe you're trying not to smoke too much. Whatever it is, this individual you did this with a lot of, okay? So your boundaries are going to be really high this week because I feel like if there's something approaching you. What is it affecting? Well, with the Knight of Pentacles, it's change that you want, okay? You realize that this is going to take work. You realize this is going to take effort. Some of you, this does have to do because you're in a program like AA. You're trying to like just find something that is a little bit more. So I feel that you have your boundaries up strongly this week. Let's see what the validation is, though. Really taking care of yourself. Yeah, because this is the end. Your own energy here, the death, okay? And then that Page of Swords is still the truth. It's still honesty. It might be more observation, but now you're ready to say, I'm not doing that anymore. That was the old version of me. I'm really working towards something else and transforming, because that's a transformation card. The death card is a transformation card, right? You can't be deader than dead. You're dead. So now something new can grow, right? So this is what this observation is for you. But I really feel like it's also about speaking up. All right. So what's going on for Scorpio in love, Renee?
Well, we've got the Empress in reverse. We've got the Sun in reverse, but we got the Queen of Wands upright. So when I look at this, if we just look at our major arcana cards in reverse, which would be the Sun and the Empress, in reverse, we're looking at for the Empress is that I don't know if this is in their relationship. I feel like you feel like it's not going anywhere, that you feel kind of, you really care about this person, but you're feeling smothered. You feel like they're trying to maybe take over a little more than you're willing to give at this point. And it's making you feel insecure in yourself, and you shouldn't. The Sun in reverse is that you've got some blocked happiness. You've got some, you're feeling somewhat oppressed. And I feel like that the person, I don't think that person is meaning to do that. I think you thought that's what you wanted. You wanted to be taken care of. And you wanted somebody to like wait on you and, you know, honey, how was your day? And now it's like calling all the time. And now you're kind of like, holy crap, I can't breathe. The Queen of Wands in an upright describes you because you're a feisty person. You're self-assured. You're very passionate. You're very beautiful, and you didn't always feel that way. And I think that when you got in this relationship with this person, they were filling a void that may not serve you anymore. You may have grown, or you are on a path of growth where that's just going to be too much for you. Our card of, these keep coming up, and I'm shuffling, folks. This is the heart with the key. Welcoming love. Open your heart, get together. And, maybe just letting them know that that's how you're feeling. Maybe they're trying to give you all those things because they feel that's what you want. Maybe it's time to just say, okay, let's step back a little bit, take baby steps.
All right, let's move over to Sagittarius. Any Saggies in the house? Don't forget, guys, we got the collective reading coming up. The collective reading is after Saggies. Almost done. All right, let's see what's going on for Saggies. Sagittarius, why are you so blue? Why are you so blue? There's a new start here. All right, so let's start here with feeling blue. Right? The sun is reversed. Okay, this is usually getting your happy on, feeling that freedom, feeling that see a woman here, a wizard, sorceress, who's on a. I just had to make sure it wasn't a unicorn because it's a wizard's deck, just on a white horse. But this is about having a freedom, right? Having that new start, being happy-go-lucky, feeling that completion here, happiness, right? It's reversed. There's something about you feeling that you're stuck. What do you feel stuck here with, Saggies? The Wheel of Fortune feels like you're stuck with bad luck, stuck with not having a chance for something that you really, really want. Feeling like it's never going to happen for you. Stuck in love, stuck in dead-end job, stuck in dead-end relationships, feeling stuck. But we have the Fool here. The Fool is the first card that brings you through the journey of all the major arcana cards. So there's an ability to have a journey here. But look how you're kind of looking down here, Saggies. It's almost like, do I take the leap? Do I want to take the leap? Some of you are like, am I going to, if I take this leap, and because they're showcasing me the dog here, usually the dog's kind of following, the dog's looking down at you. It's almost like you already have talked to this with family or loyal people around you about taking a new start. And they're kind of looking at you going, are you going to jump? Are you going to jump, Saggies? Are you going to jump? Are you going to do it? Take a new leap? Some of you, this new leap is ending a relationship. Some of you, this new leap is ending the cycle of not being in a relationship. Some of you, this leap is ending a job or saying, you know what, I want to start something new. But I feel strongly it's do you take the leap? So let's see. Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords hit first, okay? I feel like you're done with evaluating. I feel like you're done with observing and spying situations or spying on situations that no longer serve you. Even mindsets or old relationships or people that are in your life that do not give you your happiness, okay? Now it's about what the hell makes me happy? Because this Knight of Cup is usually offering the cup of love. And I feel for some of you, you're doing something to love yourself a little bit, okay? Some of you are actually deciding to taste the waters in new love or opening up your heart to love. And I know this is more love related, but this is the message that was coming strongly. Being that, let me taste the waters again, seeing how it is, because you've already worked on filling your heart up, okay? Ready to go, okay, I realize now that was a dead-end relationship or an old way of thinking. But others of you, this is in regards to something more general where it's what you love to do, your desires, purpose in life, okay? Allowing those other people to go, you know what? I'm done with offering you guys everything. I'm done with offering you all my gifts. I'm done with offering you my abilities. If it's career-wise, I need to do something that is more serving to me. And it's having that emotional connection to it. So that's what I got for Saggies. What's going on for Saggies in love?
Well, I have Justice in reverse. I have the Nine of Swords upright and the King of Wands upright. And when I look at the major arcana reversed, for Justice is basically the reverse of justice is injustice. And I feel that you're coming off of a relationship where there was dishonesty, and there was a lack of accountability. And I feel like that has been really weighing on your head. When we look at the King of Swords and the Nine of Wands, we're looking at the Nine of Wands has to do with having nightmares or anxiety. And I think this cycle that you've been in where there's been injustice, somebody's been dishonest, they're not being accountable for what they're doing, and it's made you an emotional wreck. It's really affected your whole insides. You just feel kind of bleh. And with the King of Wands, I think we need to look at that you are a bold leader. You do much better at leading than following, and it's probably time now to step out and find that passion, find that creativity. Use your charm, because you guys, you're super charming. Put it out there. It's going to take a little courage, but you can do that. And I think it's time. It's time to get rid of the dirt. And my confirmation card is separation. Someone's missing you and is going to miss you because they're unsure of the future, and that could be because you're done. You're done with feeling bad. You shouldn't have to. You're strong enough. You got this.
All right. Our final reading for this afternoon, evening, and some of you mornings for the other countries out there. We're gonna get on there with the collective reading. Okay. So one more reading, guys. One more reading. Let's see what's going on. Any messages? More messages for the collective. See what collective we have. Here we go. No, collective. What is this about? 5 of Wands? Fighting, aggression, competition. Feeling like there's a lot going on here. What is this about? Because it's really going to be annoying with that 10 of Wands, feeling like burden. A lot of fire energy here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's some fighting or commotion going on. And I feel like it feels to you a burden. I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, how much more can I have on my antlers here? This is too much of a burden. I feel like there's an aha moment of you going like, this isn't working out. If you are in a dispute this week, or there's some kind of cause of commotion, it doesn't have to be just one person. Know this. Try to stay balanced, because it's going to affect your physical health, okay? Your physical environment, some of you, okay? Some of you, this happens at work. Some of you, this happens at work. Others of you, it's going to happen right in the home front. It's wherever, like, you're primarily spending a lot of time in here going, okay, I got to chill. I got to balance here, okay? I can't react right away. I got to realize that I'm feeling a little bit like I'm juggling here, okay? Some of you, because you have too much on your plate. And that's what the cause of commotion comes in place. And it's like, how can I remain balanced? But there is definitely some fighting, and there's a dispute that's going on here that's going to feel a little bit burdensome. Not going to lie there. Let's see what's going on here, though, with the outcome cards. Yeah. So with the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, this is whatever you spend the most time at. So if it's more at work or more at home, this is a family dynamic. Someone that you feel very close to in a family dynamic, okay? You're evaluating now, is it worth to start this to bring up your emotions, your feelings of the situation when you know that this individual or these people, place or thing, always cause commotion? You are really contemplating leaving something that emotionally does not fulfill you anymore. It's affecting your health. It's affecting your home front, I'm hearing, or work environment. It's wherever you spend the most time with, that you can. I feel like there's some kind of dispute of some sort that is like, this is just emotionally draining. I feel like you're reflecting on it. You're like, this is emotionally, I have to leave this. It's too draining for me. So some of you are making decisions to either leave a home front situation or leave a work situation that no longer serves you. And it may not just say going up and quitting. It's like making that decision that I can't stay here. I can't stay in this environment. I can't stay in this mindset. Okay. So I definitely feel like something emotionally feels burdensome in this energy. What's going on for love for the collective?
Well, what I did is I actually just pulled my my confirmation cards rather than tarot for this, and what I got was there's going to be some transition. This called ascending, and hello, I'll get this right. You should see me curl my hair, about burn my face off. Anyway, it has to do with learning, expansion, a new phase, preparing for union, which is an interesting word because you brought up that word union earlier, and it's it's coming this week too, and it may be after that conflict. But the next card is karmic relationship. So there's going to be some turmoil, resentment, and some lessons, but let go and love you.
All right. Guys, that sums up our readings for the zodiac signs. If you didn't catch them all, you can always catch the replay after the live. But I just wanted to thank Renee for coming on board here. Like I said, guys, if you want to go into that tarot workshop, Renee was a student herself. I'm sure you can reach out to her if you want. But it's a small course, okay? So there's only 12 spots opening. I already have a couple that are filling in because I just put the email announcement out. February 26th is when it starts. You can find all that information on my website on harmoniafriends.com. But if you would like to join Renee's group, it's on Facebook. It's called Crystals, Cats, and More. I have the link up here, but I'm sure if you just search Crystal, Cats, and More, we can get stuff for Renee. But go ahead, Renee.
It's Cats, Crystals, and More.
Oh, Cats, Crystals, and More. I already messed it up.
Okay, Lisa says that. Cats first, always first.
Cats first. So look up, search Cats, Crystals, and More. That link is right, though, so just look up that link. All right, thanks again, Renee. Much appreciation, and we will see you guys next time.